shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love come down. I will sing forever of your love come down. I will sing forever of your love come down.
Hey kids, today we're starting a new series called The Treasure Hunt. It's about Elijah seeking God. We hope you enjoy.
Good morning. It's a perfect day in Galilee. It's News Channel 7, the Galilean Gazette, the holiest news you'll find on your tablet. I am Kitty Couric, and
I'm Timmy Fallon.
we're so excited to be here. It's a new year, a new set, and a new series called The Treasure Hunt. In each story, we'll find out how the greatest treasure we can ever discover is seeking God. You know, Jimmy, I'm really excited about this new series. Like, who doesn't love a good treasure hunt?
Yeah.
Timmy, what are you doing? What are you looking for?
I lost my phone.
Where do you think you lost it? Kids, just give us a minute.
I don't know. It must have slipped out of my pocket. Maybe I left it in the storage room, or it might be actually at my desk.
All right, I'll tell you what. How about if I call you, and if it rings, great. If not, go look in your office. Why don't you go see if
Yeah.
it's on your desk?
That'd be great.
Sorry, kids, just give us a second. Timmy Fallon. Okay, ringing. Lost his phone. Oh my. Okay.
Hello?
What is this?
Can you speak into it?
What is this? Is this what you were looking for?
Yeah, this is my phone.
This is your phone.
Yeah. This is the one I've been looking for. I found it. I mean, I know you have like a nice one, but mine's like one from the Bible times. It's ancient.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to get technical, though, Timmy, aluminum wasn't even developed until 1933, but I'm glad it was easy for you to find. It certainly didn't take long, and sometimes things get lost and you can't find them anywhere. And we retrace our steps, we look in our couches, we look in chairs, we look in every room. Sometimes we even have to go through the trash.
Yeah, funny you say trash. That's actually where I found it.
I was wondering. I understand that. I can understand that.
Well, you see, I made it yesterday after I made some coffee. And speaking of searching, did you ever notice that the things that you look for are always at the last place you look for it?
Well, Timmy, yeah, you generally do find them in the last place you look for them. Well, kids, this reminds me of a story we're going to be talking about today. It's Elijah, he was very tired. He was a prophet of God. He had been traveling. He was worn out physically, mentally. He was trying to tell others that they had to turn away from their fake god, Baal. Baal was just Baal. This is the perfect example of Baal. It was a fake idol who could do nothing. And he wanted to tell them, and he was telling them to turn to God, the one true God.
Yeah, there's even an evil king and queen in our story today.
That's true. Elijah it gets threatened by that evil queen, and she gets afraid, and he runs into the wilderness, which is where he has an amazing visit with someone very special. And then he will keep looking for God, but the greatest part of this story is he really finds out that God is looking for him. It's unbelievable. You know, today we have a special story. We're going to turn it over for this story of Elijah to Story Time with Barbara. Let's head over to her. Hi kids, welcome to Story Time with Barbara. Today is a fun story about a man named Elijah who looked for God until he found him. Elijah was a prophet of God who lived a very long time ago during the reign of King Ahab. But King Ahab was a rude king. He did many, many mean things.
It's good to be king. Somebody give me some grapes. Are you kidding me? These are the purple ones? I asked for the green ones.
So let's get started. King Ahab and Queen Jezebel stopped following God and started to bow down to statues that they called Baal. Elijah's job was a hard job. He had to tell them to stop following Baal and turn back to God. Elijah had already proved to them that their Baal was a fake God and that the God he followed was the only one true God.
Wonder if I can talk to this thing. Hello? 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 This idol doesn't even talk back.
But the king and the queen, they did not like that. Elijah was trying to stop them. Elijah had even proved to them that their God was fake and that our God was real. They would not listen. A Queen Jezebel, she got so mad one day, she sent a message to Elijah that she was going to take his life. Elijah was so afraid, he ran for his life.
What? She wants to kill me?
And
I gotta
away
get out.
When he
we
came
go.
to Beersheba in Judah, he left his servant there, and he went on by himself on a day's journey into the wilderness. He came to a broom bush, yes, a broom bush, and he sat underneath it. He was so tired and he was so upset, he prayed that he might not get back up.
Please, Lord, I'm tired of running. I want to go to sleep, and I want to go to sleep forever.
Oh, that is so sad that Elijah felt so alone, and he was afraid, and he was tired. Then he lay down under the broom bush, and he fell asleep. All at once, an angel touched him, and he said, "Get up and eat."
Hey, wake up.
Huh?
You're gonna need this and this
Wow.
because you have a long journey ahead of you.
This is just what I need to have strength. Thanks, angel. Thanks, God.
The angel of the Lord came back a second time. He touched him and said, "Get up and eat, for the journey is too much for you." So Elijah got up and he ate and he drank. Elijah felt strengthened by the food and the water that the angel of the Lord had given to him. It made him feel so strong. He packed up his stuff and he took a long journey for 40 days. He traveled for 40 days and 40 nights until he reached the Mount of God. There he went into a cave and spent the night. Suddenly, God said to him, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" And Elijah woke up. And the Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard it, he pulled down his cloak over his face. He went out and he stood at the mouth of the cave. A voice said to him, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" Elijah answered, "I have been very passionate for you, Lord Almighty. The Israelites have rejected you and worshiped the fake god Baal, and now they are putting to death all the prophets. I am the only one left, and now they're trying to kill me too." The Lord said to him, "Go back to where you came and go to the desert of Damascus. When you get there, find Elisha and anoint Elisha to succeed you as a prophet." So Elijah set out to do just as God had told him to do. Wow, kids, isn't that a great story? The story how Elijah looked for God until he found him. He was in a cave in a mountain, and God came in a gentle whisper. We will find God, and when we look for him until we find him. Oh, it is a great story. And oh, wait a second. Excuse me a minute, please. Okay. I'm just receiving word that Shelly Grace is actually interviewing Elijah right now. Let's get over there and see if they have some answers for us.
Hi, this is Shelly Grace, and I am here on my new set in the studio. And this is called Shelly Grace's Greatest Interviews. And I am here with our friend Elijah. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions? I know that it's okay if I ask him a few questions. My first question to you is this. How did it feel at the mouth of the cave when God spoke to you in the wind? I'll tell you how it felt. He actually didn't speak to you at the wind because it was blowing all around you and there was so much chaos. You were distracted by the wind and he could not speak to you. But he was with you while you were there, which is amazing. My next question to you is this. How did the earthquake and the fire feel? Let me tell you, it felt terrible. Like you couldn't get your footing. Like you were afraid of getting burned. You were afraid of falling. You were so distracted and worried about what was going on around you. Wow, I get it. I'd be afraid too. Whew. My final question to you is this. How does that gentle whisper of God feel? I'll tell you how it felt. It felt sweet and tender and kind. We often think that God is going to come and speak loudly to us, or we think he's going to be like a big earthquake. But he was in that gentle wind, and he spoke to you in the silence and there in the rest in the solitude. You know, we all get that opportunity that we can just take a few moments in the presence of God and just sit and listen. We don't need to even speak or pray or even read our Bibles. But we always know, and this is amazing, that we can look for God until we find him. Wow, this has been a great interview. I'm so glad that you came to my new location. And you know, this has just been so great to get to really hear the heart of what Elijah was thinking up there on that mountain with God. Well, it is going to be back to the studio to finish up the broadcast. You guys have a great day.
I didn't even get to say anything.
Wow, that's Shelly Grace. She just really knows how to get them talking.
She sure does. She is the best interviewer. You know, kids, the great story of how Elijah had so much passion for God and that he went to seek him and he never gave up, even when he wanted to. But the greatest part of the whole story is we can do the same thing too. We can go looking for God anytime we want. Right, Timmy?
Mm-hmm.
Timmy, what are you doing with that bread and water?
That water and bread gave so much strength to Elijah that he could continue to look for God. I thought I would try it too. I want to find God. This is so good. Do you want some?
Oh, no, thank you. Okay, thank you, though. But Elijah did get food, and it did help him that he could continue his journey to find God. And I think it's so incredible to know that God was there on that mountain waiting for him, and he spoke to him in that gentle whisper. God was in the quiet time that he spent with Elijah on the mountain. And it's just such a great story. And kids, as we start our new stories together, we can be encouraged to know that we can find God when we go looking for him.
We can start right now by reading our Bibles, singing songs to God, and praying every day.
When we sit in our quiet time and we give our requests to God, we can be sure to take a few moments to wait and see if God has a general answer for us. He may have an answer for us in that time that we spent with him.
Yeah, God wants us to have a heart that seeks after him, and he promises us that when we seek him, we will find him.
So, in closing, if you're searching for an answer, ask God. If you're curious whether God is real, if he's really real, ask him. And don't stop asking until you find him. We can search him and we trust him because he wants to be found. That's so amazing. He's just waiting for us. Kids, be encouraged that you can find him forever and ever. Well, that's it for now. I'm Kitty Couric.
And I'm Timmy Fallon.
And we will see you next week. We hope you have a perfect day.
Hey kids, our verse for our treasure hunt series is found in Matthew 6:21, and it's, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." And that was found in Matthew 6:21. So I'm going to go through that another time, and it'll be a little bit slower. So, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And that was Matthew 6:21. Have a great week.
Hi, welcome to Craft Time with Miss Shelley. This week in your parents' email, you're going to find a cute little activity sheet that I actually made myself. It's Elijah is on the mountain, but where is God? Is God in the wind? Is God in the earthquake? Or is God in the fire? Really, God was in that gentle whisper that we get to hear. We hope that you guys have fun, and if you can, send me a quick picture back of you enjoying the craft at shelley@foursquarechurch.info. Take care. See ya.
Wow, what an amazing story. God came to Elijah and he didn't give up. And he came to him in a gentle whisper. Just knowing you can see God like that is truly amazing. We hope you've had a wonderful time. Thanks for joining us.